Alright, so normally I restart these New York lives on East 46. We're doing that today, but we're gonna take a little bit of a detour. Gonna try going to Rockefeller Center, and then there's a Sea Org base on West 48th. So we're trying to do those things first, and then get to the org. Guess that'll be for people who are watching the replay. Okay. I can take Fifth Avenue right there. So instead of going across, we'll turn up and get to the intersection. Hey, welcome in. We're protesting Scientology today, and we're going to do a little bit different this time. We're going to just head on over to the Sea Org base that they have here, and we'll go through Rockefeller Center to get there. I think that's how it works. I think that's how we can do it, but I'm not 100% on that. So you can see we're come up here on Fifth Ave. Definitely a little bit colder here today in New York. So normally I go across Fifth Avenue here, but we're going to turn up and cut through Rockefeller Center. And I think that'll take us to the Sea Org base. Hey, Tom Cruise, F Scientology indeed. See if we, what happens at the Sea Org base. I didn't know about it, but got some good information on that last week. So that's West 47th, and then, what's up, man? There's only 2 seconds across, I better not try it. We need to get on the other side, but I don't know if it's just yet. This is Fifth Avenue and 47th. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. You can see some of the holiday decorations coming out. There's West 48th. This is kind of where we want to be.
Want to go and I love New York gifts?
Thursday, it rained.
Just missed that opportunity again. So we're going to want 349 West 48th. When I looked at it on Google, it didn't really look very special, but apparently that's where these miscreants hang out. Can't tell if I need to be on that side of the street or not. So we'll just wait. Nice flags, just holiday lights coming up. Put out the big Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center is out. They put it up, but they don't light it until next month, so that's kind of unfortunate for us, I think. All right, here we go. Oh, you know what? I think I should have crossed. That's what all these people are doing now. So let's go. Oh yeah, so here's this famous church. You guys can see it. It's very nice. Up on the right. You guys see that? Christmas tree decorations. Yeah, so there you are. Very cool scenery here. And on the left is where everyone's going, but we have the cathedral here on the right. Hope I don't get a copyright strike for that one. That happened a couple weeks ago. Someone had a loud radio. Just got a warning though. Alright, so you guys know what this is, right? Rockefeller Center. We've got these beautiful decorations here. This would look better at night, admittedly. And right up there is that's the Christmas tree, 75 feet tall. The guy who donated it had a stroke, so keep him in your thoughts. This tree took 57 years to grow, according to the website. I think there's a skating, I mean I've never actually been here, but I think there's a skating rink. Let's take a quick look. So that's right here. There's NBC News. They don't cover Scientology, right? You guys like that? I'm from upstate too, Tom. I mean, I live in Connecticut now, but originally I lived in upstate. Kind of closer to Scooter Mom. Ice skates, we could have gone ice skating. That would be a first, an ice skating Scientology protest. Okay, so this is West 49th. got to go down one block. Oh, you got a tornado? Wow, that's kind of unusual for that area. Usually you just have to worry about snow and ice storms. Alright, so here's West 48. That's what we're looking for. If stuff doesn't pan out, we'll just go to the regular org, to our normal protest. So we're looking for 349, and I think it might be on the other side of the street. So headed west on West 48. Looking for 349, but this not really sure what I'm seeing here. I assume this would be a walk, but can't make any sense out of these addresses. So here's another look at the Christmas tree. Once it's all lit up and decorated, it'll look great. But right now it looks like a bit of a construction project, I guess. Cool places maybe I can go after. I'm going to the pizza joints mostly, and I did a food cart one time too. So far the best pizza is the place next to the org, which is very unfortunate because I don't feel safe really going back there. If you walk in and there's, Scientology can come in and block you. Yeah, I use GPS everywhere I drive, but I was hoping that because, the way most of these, other than Broadway, most of these streets are laid out in a grid, so it would be pretty easy to figure out. Right now it looks like we're at about number 60, so we got a couple blocks to go. Okay. A couple blocks to go for the Sea Org. Supposedly the Sea Org hideout. And then we could just go to the org, but that was worth checking out. This is the CLO base. I'm not sure how many people are based there or what they do even, but I know they do at least do some training. And it seemed like a lot of the Sea Orgs, when you're walking out of the main org, were going in that general direction, so they may live there too. The Sea Org base, see what we can observe. Maybe implore some of these folks to leave. Flow, go to SPTV Foundation. Hey, Scooter Mom, welcome in. taking their pictures. So sorry you missed Rockefeller Center, Scooter Mom, but it wasn't all lit up yet, so maybe we'll have to do that again next month when they have it finished. Still the ice skating rink though. Ice skating is big in Scooter Mom's neighborhood. See? Oh, okay. Yeah, getting a good handle on these addresses has been tough. This building looks kind of cool. James Earl Jones. I don't know if that's, I'm guessing that's a reference to Darth Vader. He had a great voice. I wish I had a voice like James Earl Jones did. Okay, so here we are, 137. We have to get to like 349. Well, we can start looking for Sea Org people walking around because they don't know that I'm here probably. So they might walk towards us. I'll tell you, there's so many of these guys selling all the same stuff. I don't know how they do that. They must be competing against other sidewalk sales people. Oh, so here's the M&M Center. Supposed to be free to walk in, but the stuff you buy is going to be really expensive. I'm not really a big candy guy. This whole thing is like just like M&Ms and candy. If you have kids, walking this way is going to cost you a couple $100 for candy, I'm sure. Here's Broadway, a good place to stop for a second. Wait for this light to turn. We got a cookie spin here. I still like Tim Hortons better. Not just because Scooter Mom's here, I really like Tim Hortons better. Yeah, I was thinking about going in there, but I know that I'm gonna end up with a lot of crap and I'm gonna regret it. I'll probably just end up bringing it into work and giving it to people. I'd have to haul it around all day.
No, keep going ahead.
As people come towards us.
I need a
Hey Holly, welcome in. We're headed over to the CLO base, I think. My understanding is at 349 West 48th Street, so we're headed down. It's the kind of thing you might like to shout out your messaging to them. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to Holly's channel, Scientology Geek, she's at like 950, 951. She's so close to 1,000. If you could just maybe subscribe at some point, it'd be cool. She's so close. Okay, so 235 West 48th Street. We're at this Jersey down here. Is that right? So that's cool. It's kind of nice we're on the correct side of the street for a change. Very windy here. I hope it's not. I hope the wind isn't like too loud on the microphone. I'm not sure why that says 791, but I guess that's a reference to 8th Avenue. Thank you, Skirma. Appreciate the mic check. All right, I got green light. Puppy tech. Well, there's sure a lot of people with this hop on, hop off signs. There's a little fire truck. So that's 312. We're getting really close. This might be it here. No, it's 319. I did see a reference to Belvedere online, so I guess that's what this is. Okay. Well, this isn't a good sign right here. Looks like they're across the street from a school. I think I gotta zoom out so you can see it. It's what these there we go. Pretty impressive building. So that's PS 212, Midtown West. That's 341 up there. So is this 349? This sign here. Hey Adam, welcome in. Yeah. There we go. So I'm sure they know I'm here now, right? Got some work they're doing. Okay. Well, we're here. It's like, what do we do now, then, huh? So this is the Continental Liaison Office. What's up, man? How you doing? What happened with Danny Masterson? How come he's in prison for 30 years? How come Danny Masterson raped women in Scientology and went to prison for 30 years? How come he's still a member in good standing? I don't know if I'm going to be able to hang out here long enough, Ollie. But I know you would have some good points. That part is understood. They don't have any signage up here. It's like you have to know about it because there's a little plaque, but I bet everyone that walks past you doesn't realize what that plaque says. So I wonder if they have people living here. I mean, it's not that big of a building. I wish Vanessa was in the chat so she could talk to us. There's this sign here. It says in graffiti style, 345 and 347 is that direction. So maybe like those are apartments that they have their people living in, dorms. KLINY, welcome in. This is the CLO office here in New York. They've got a lot of work to do on this building. They've got an eye for real estate, but yeah, they just don't do good stuff with it. So one guy peeked his head out for a second. We said hello. He didn't really want to talk about Danny Masterson, so that's about it. Yeah, kind of a letdown. I thought there might be more activity out here. So I don't know, maybe we can head on over to the org. I don't know if anyone has any questions about this CLO office. This is where, so if you watch like the Boston live streams that Cubs and I do, Nancy is the deputy executive director. We know that she went here for her ridiculous Scientology training to be part-time commander of Boston Scientology. Vanessa was here too at one point. I think that's about the extent of what I know. I don't really want to stand in front of their door, so that's my problem. That's my problem. How you doing? This is Scientology right here. This is where they destroy families. It's a real shame. They don't pay any taxes either. You guys pay all the taxes.
Sorry about that.
Tom Cruise doesn't come around here, does he? Alright, well, we can go to the org, the main org. Just want to take a quick look at this and see what we could find. Basically, it's just a building in dire need of repair with a nice plaque out front. And a crazy, weird guy working at the desk. And I don't see any Sea Org people hanging around. So I was hoping for more, but, you know, sometimes you just got to explore and find out. So we'll go on over to the org. This is West 48, so we need to get to West 46. Shouldn't take a very long walk. I think Vanessa said it was like 8 minutes. Maybe we'll see some Sea Orgs on the way, I don't know. Got my sign here. We'll open up that when we get to the org. Basically, we're talking about families, destroying families, human trafficking. Now, I noticed on the Whitney Mills case there was a motion to dismiss filed by Minkoff's attorney. I don't think that's really any cause for alarm. Courts don't generally want to dismiss a case so early on. We don't have an answer filed yet. But this is something they can do to just charge Minkoff $6,000 and look like they're doing something. Allegedly. I mean, I don't know what their strategy is, but I'm just saying that seems to me what their strategy is, just to soak up some cash from their defendant they're representing. So we'll try to do a follow-up video on that maybe next week. Alright, so I gotta get to 46. Guess I'll just go. Oh, there we go. Company here called SeatGeek. Oh, I see. It's an ad maybe to get tickets to shows. There's a huge, this Hamilton show across the street from the org is absolutely huge. They get big crowds, and last week Death Becomes Her had 2,000 people lined up on the sidewalk. We got to talk to a few of those people. That was unbelievable. Remember, I didn't realize these shows held like that many people in the theaters. Hey Antics, welcome in. Hey Fuzzy. Sorry if I missed anyone. I really feel like I need to be very careful about my surroundings, especially after poking my head in at this Sea Org building there, CLO building. I could take Broadway to 46. Is Amy here? Crazy Love is Love. Thank you so much and welcome in. We're in New York. We're headed on over to their main org. We just looked at this CLO base. There really wasn't much to see, just one nasty old man. That didn't do much for us. We started off at Rockefeller Center. The tree is not lit up yet, but they had some decorations on the ice skating rink, which was kind of cool. It had nothing to do with Scientology, but it's just kind of cool to see. Trying to bring you interesting content. Hey Mary, welcome in. We're gonna work our way down to the org here. This is Broadway. This is Scientology is the worst show. SPTV is the best show. Yeah, so this is West 47th. We just got one more block to go.
Todo han empezado mal.
What's up, man? Great. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. Weather's pretty good considering it's... Oh shit. Oh, okay. Alright. People are watching out for this gentleman. That didn't look good. Alright, he's made it across the street. Oh, see, that's what I get for just following that guy. You're the man. You're the man. Honk your horn. You guys just want to... It's pretty incredible on these signs. Hello, Stan. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I had to maybe pull that guy back or what was going to happen to him. Hopefully it'll be all right. I can't even see him now. A lot of people, yeah. That's some excellent singing. Okay, so this is Times Square. All right. Thank you for subscribing. Small channels really need the help. Throw in a little bit of other stuff with the protesting, make it a little bit more interesting. Wow, the wind is just insane. Are you curious? No, as a matter of fact, I'm not curious. No, nothing to do with Scientology. So I'm protesting. Destroy it. There's the volcano, guys. The volcano. Oh, look at that. I've never noticed this before. There's a pizza place here. This pizza is wonderful, but not quite as good as New Haven, but still very good. But if you walk in that door, then the Sea Org's gonna walk in behind you and you're trapped. So I'm not gonna go there anymore. There's a couple other pizza places that are alright. Power Lies, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so here's our, first, this is backwards, so you know when I turn it around, people will have the arrow going the right direction. Scientology destroys families. This is all true. Yeah, I might have to call myself Windy City Junior. Trying to get my water tech straightened out here. Stay hydrated. Okay. This is the grifter cult right here. They'll take all your money, disconnect you from your family, man. I know, and this is a grifter cult here. Tom Cruise makes it look cool, but it's not cool at all. They disconnect people from their friends and family, take all their money, destroy their lives. Yes, Adam, you'll have to come to New Haven. If anyone comes to New Haven, the pizza's on me. No, thanks for putting up the links, Scooter, man. Antics are more than welcome to use anything from my channel. Scientology is a cult. Family destroying cult. Time to revoke the tax exemption, move them out of town. Time to close down Scientology. Oh yeah, so we determined that that was like a famous, not a playwright, but I think he wrote the musical, I think the music for the musicals. And he was born in New York, I believe, and passed away recently, so R.I.P. Richard Rogers. So that's the Hamilton show if you're new to this channel. And Death Becomes Her is down the street a little bit. Scientology's a cult. Hey, we've seen you before, haven't we? You know, there's foundations that can help you leave Scientology. Did you know that? Check it out. The Aftermath Foundation will help you leave Scientology. No, that's given by NYPD. Hey man, contact your family. Call your family this weekend. They want to hear from you. Oh look, Scientology does have some decorations. They got snowflakes on their real door. Oreo was asking about that last night in Matthew's chat. So now we have an answer. There we go. There we go. Here's my buddy. Hey, anyone knows this guy's name? Please, please, please. What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Call your family, bro. They miss you. He's not here to check on me. Scientology traffics children and destroys families. There's 2 cases in Florida right now pending for child trafficking. Oh, see, they blend in so well with people and then they just squirt in. It's frustrating for me. I really need another protester here. Hey man, the Aftermath Foundation can help you leave Scientology. Check it out. I see that guy every week. He's kind of a career guy. Scientology is a child trafficking cult. There's human trafficking cases pending in Florida right now. There's enough evidence for those cases to stay going forward. The Baxter case for Scientology, they're suing Scientology for child trafficking, and the court will not dismiss the case. Scientology destroys families. Hey Lori, welcome in. Scientology is a cult that destroys families. Time to revoke the tax exemption. You guys are paying all the taxes, they get all the benefits. It's totally messed up. They don't pay any taxes on this building here. Hey man, call your family this weekend when you get home. They miss you. They want to hear from you. Hey, Steve. Good to see you. Oh. Don't do it, man. Call your family. Call the Aftermath Foundation. It's like he wasn't sure what to do. Should I stay in Scientology or should I go? Should I stay or should I go?
What do you want?
Maybe do that. Yeah, I wish we could have seen more at the CLO building, but oh well, what are you gonna do? just comes right through these buildings. These little tunnels, wind tunnels. Scientology's a call, man. Destroys families. Scientology is a cult. If you want to totally destroy your life, you can go right there. They'll take all your money, take away your friends and family too. There's a Scientology cult right here where they destroy families, engage in child trafficking, all under the pretend guise of a religion. Oh, bummer. Boo.
Like 5 blocks.
Scientology is a family destroying machine. They traffic children. There's 2 cases pending in Florida versus Scientology for child trafficking. The court won't throw those cases out. There's too much evidence. Scientology is a child trafficking cult. Destroy families. They take away your money and then they disconnect you from your friends and family. It's a total shame. Tom Cruise doesn't tell you about that though. Grifter cult right here. They take all your money. Scientology's a cult. They destroy families, engage in child trafficking, pay no taxes. There's really nothing good about Scientology. Hey man, don't give them your name. Don't give them any financial information. They'll steal all your money. It's a total scam what they're doing here. They don't pay any taxes on this building either. You guys pay it all. You have a good weekend. Thank you, sir. I don't know what would happen if you walked in, but might have been a hard customer to sell. Scientology's a cult, the grifter cult, all different kinds of scams to take all your money from you, disconnect you from your family. It's a total ripoff. It's a real scam. Scientology is a cult. They destroy families, make children work 100 hours a week for no pay. They force women to get abortions here. That's one of the allegations in the Baxter and Paris lawsuits, that these women were forced to have abortions. Scientology's a cult. Call your family, get out. It's not worth spending your time and your life there. They must practice that. They're very good at that. grifter cult right here. All kinds of schemes that take your money from you, disconnect you from your friends and family. Nice chat. Scientology is a cult. Take all your money, destroy your family, destroy your friends. Not a good deal at all. They don't pay any taxes, you pay them. Scientology destroys families. Yeah, it's Scientology where they destroy families. You think that's good? Internet's forever, buddy. Alright, we'll have to get a little clip of him. Hey, Oreo. Did you see that there's they have some holiday decorations here on their door? Got some snowflakes. Yeah, so they don't really have a winter wonderland that I can find out, but we you know, you weren't here earlier, but we went to Rockefeller Center. So if you want to, like, I don't know if you can, but if you scroll back to the beginning, we were in Rockefeller Center for a little bit. They have the ice skating rink, and they've got some decorations. They're still putting the lights up on the tree, so maybe we can come back when they have the tree lit up. It looks really nice. 75 feet tall. It's much nicer than Manning 8th Street, I can tell you that. How you doing? Scientology's a cult. You gotta be careful. They destroy families. Scientology's a cult that destroys families. They make children work 80 to 100 hours a week. There's 2 human trafficking lawsuits in Florida versus Scientology right now. Yeah, I don't have a like a timestamp, but it took me, you know, maybe 10 minutes to walk over there from Grand Central, I'm guessing. Scientology destroys families. It's very, very sad. Tom Cruise won't tell you about that. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Yes, Scooter Mama. I guess I'll have to try to do that. I really don't know how to do a lot of YouTube-y things. So I'm helpless. That's why I need you. Scooter Mom's the best mod. She does it all for the love of... Hey, call the Aftermath Foundation this weekend. When you get home, they'll help you leave.
Oh, okay. Then I'll sit by the door and wait.
Scientology's
There
cult.
will be others.
Call your family, man. Call your family. They miss you. It's actually a really good time to call families because it's the holidays. That's what you see looking down that side of the street.
I mean, yeah.
Hi, this is Scientology. They totally destroy families, split people up, split their kids up, send them to different cities. A lot of kids are born into Scientology. They have no idea that there's another life out there. Enjoy your stay in New York. You know what? These signs are not chained. Yeah, the Boston Org is. There's some. I guess there are some people that come by and just, like, I guess, kick the sign. Like right now, the Boston Org sign is in damaged condition because someone really had their way with it. Had really kicked it pretty good. So that apparently that's what happens, and so they're afraid and they chain up the sign. but they're not allowed to leave it there overnight. So so they have to take it in. But one time, Chris Garrison, who's in charge of the sign, didn't show up, and he had the keys, so they had to leave it overnight. But these signs here are not chained up. A couple live streams ago, they brought these signs in. Yeah, I don't think the Kansas City sign is like the same sign that Boston has, but I don't think it's chained. I think it's just the particular location there in Boston. Generally it's okay, but you know, there are once in a while you find some rougher people. I guess they like to kick the sign, and I don't mind. I wish they would just steal it though. Scientology's a cult, man. Right here. Yeah, Cubs is okay. Cubs is okay. We've had some communications with him. He had some other things to do. He had some vacation time. Today's the football day, but my team has the day off, so which is good because that means they won't lose. They'll finally not lose. But Cubs team is not off, so he's probably watching. Yesterday it was raining in Boston. I was thinking about going there, but it was raining, so I thought, yeah, wait till next week. So maybe next weekend. And man, Scientology is a cult. They destroy families here at Scientology. They separate kids from their parents. It's a total shame. They'll get kids working 80, 100 hours a week. The Baxter case in Florida is a human trafficking case. Guys, don't give them your name. Don't give them your real name. They'll hound you forever. Hopefully he takes my advice seriously. I think they own the building, but I don't really know. But the rent here would be insane. But by owning it, you know, of course, they don't pay any property taxes. That's kind of a game changer. And you know, that's part of their strategy, it seems, good or bad, to just buy up as much real estate as they can. In Boston and New Haven, they're renting their buildings, but they have other buildings that they bought that they're trying to renovate. Except they're not doing a very good job, especially in New Haven. After 20 years, they still can't use it. Scientology's a cult. They destroy families of Scientology. Separate kids from their parents, ship the kids to other cities. It's a real shame. Scientology destroys families. It's a child trafficking cult. Thank you, man. You have a good weekend. So we got some people here who know the facts. Got some guy here with a shiny name tag. That's right, Ichabod. That's absolutely right. That's exactly what the tax court said too. 1984. They lost their tax exemption for a while, and then unfortunately got it back. But we can help them lose it again. By the way, you can file IRS form 13909 and report all the Scientology crimes that you know of. That's one way to inform the IRS and to get them to maybe investigate a little further. There aren't really a ton of people that work at the tax exempt entity function at the IRS, so they can't help. They can't, you know, it does help to do that. I don't know how many 13909 forms I need or what, but that's part of the puzzle. It's something you can do, and it doesn't cost any money. Thank you, ESP agent 13909. So 13909. Sorry about that. I misspoke myself. I did a little post on my community page. Might help a little bit. You can mail these forms in, or you can email them. So if you email them, you don't have to pay for a stamp, but then the government has your email, so I don't know if you're worried about that. But you do have the right to be anonymous, so that's a nice thing. I snail mailed mine in with Dr. Minkoff's California discipline. He's not allowed to practice medicine in California anymore. So I included that just as some evidence of wrongdoing because the felony charges were dropped in the Lisa McPherson case. Yes, Jamie, that's exactly right. Yeah, you got it, you did 13909, IRS form 13909. Scientology is a cult. It destroys families. Enjoy your holiday, man. Think about the kids in Scientology. They won't get to enjoy a holiday. How you doing? Scientology is a cult. It's the worst thing for families right here. Scientology is a cult. Call your families this weekend when you get home. They want to hear from you. It's nice to talk to your family members at the holidays. Damn, you know, I thought that one girl looked familiar. There's been a few times when there's been a group of 3 ladies coming in or walking in down the sidewalk, and then at the last second they turn away, go in that building. But it's so hard for me to know what people are doing. Scientology is a cult. You're wasting your time, lady. I need to get better at this. Scientology destroys families. It's a real shame. Thank you. You have a good weekend, man. She knew. Some people don't. I got the door moving. Hey man, call your family this weekend. They want to hear from you. The Aftermath Foundation can help you leave. Did you know that? The Aftermath Foundation, it's all former Sea Orgs and former Scientology members. They know what it's like. They know what you'll face. Give it a shot, man. Yeah, I need a lot of practice. You did get a lot of practice here. That guy looked just miserable, didn't he? Hopefully he got a good shot of him. For maybe Matthew can use it. Scientology is a cult, man. Did you know that? It's not worth your time. No es una iglesia, es una secta. Scientology es una secta. Okay. This guy's got 2 cameras for some reason. Scientology destroys families. They separate the parents from the kids. They send the kids to other cities to work. Some kids end up working on the Free Wind ship. The Free Wind ship is a Scientology ship. It doesn't dock in the United States. It goes to Caribbean countries where there's no trafficking laws. Scientology's a cult. Don't go in, man. Don't give them your real name. They destroy families in there. It's a real shame. There's 2 child trafficking cases in Florida right now. The courts won't take the cases out. Let them go forward. Scientology's a cult. Family destroying cult. Scientology is a total cult, total ripoff. You guys pay all the taxes. They don't pay any taxes. They traffic children. There's 2 child trafficking cases versus Scientology in Florida right now. Baxter and Paris cases. Scientology destroys families, man. Scientology's a cult. Enjoy your stay in New York. Watch out for Scientology. Hey, Scientology up north. Welcome in. Good to see you. Scientology is a total cult. They ruin families. They separate adults from their children. They view children as small adults. Make them work 100 hours a week. Scientology is a cult. Scientology destroys families. It's totally uncool. They make it look cool. With Tom Cruise, they try, but they're wrong. Man, call your family this weekend. They want to hear from you. The Aftermath Foundation can help you leave Scientology. It's all ecstasy on Scientologists, ecstasy orgs. There's a little FDNY chart. We saw that earlier, but I don't think it was a different. It was like on Broadway or West 48th. Scientology destroys families. Yes, your mom. I'm so sorry to see that you lost a family member there. Scientology's a cult. Destroy families here. Sir, why don't you call your family this weekend? They miss you. This is a waste of time. David Miscavige doesn't give a shit about you. Yeah, no, it's true. I'm called the Aftermath Foundation. It's all former Sea Orgs, former Scientologists to help you leave. They know what it's like to try to leave the cult. Scientology destroys families. It's a real shame. No es una iglesia, es una secta. I wonder how these people can afford cigarettes, you know, on a $50 a week salary. Scientology is a cult. They destroy families.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it is. Have a good weekend, man. Thanks. Scientology is a total cult. Scientology destroys families. Scientology destroys families. It's a real shame. They separate adults from their children. They view children as adults in small bodies. I think that guy came for pizza. God, that lady's still smoking. Corner. Scientology is a cult. They destroy families. They're using your tax dollars to destroy families. It's a real shame. Try the aftermathfoundation.org. The Aftermath Foundation has ex-Scientologists to help you leave. It's called the aftermathfoundation.org if you're allowed to use the internet. Otherwise, you can go to the library. They have computers. You can use them there. It's just not worth ruining the rest of your life, man. You can do other things. It'll help you get an apartment. Help you maybe find another job. I don't know if it's listed or not, but we're taking a shot. Aftermath Foundation. Give your family a call this weekend. I don't know, do you think we got a good shot of her where we can maybe put her on Faces, Scientology? Yeah, well, she's also just threw out the cigarette butt too. The main thing is she gets out of Scientology. That's going to be tough and older, someone who's, you know, been in Scientology maybe a long time. It's going to take more than just a couple comments on the sidewalk to change. Scientology destroys families. It's an awful, awful cult. They separate adults from their children. They view children as an adult in a small body. Scientology is a cult. Scientology destroys families. They force women to have abortions. There's 2 child trafficking lawsuits in Florida versus Scientology right now. The Paris and the Baxter cases. You can look them up. Google Lisa McPherson. Scientology kills families. They totally destroy families by separating children from the adults. They move the children to other cities to make them work. They view children as an adult in a small body, like a short adult. They don't have that in the recruiting literature, though. There's 2 child trafficking lawsuits versus Scientology in Florida. The Baxter and Paris cases. guys with the signs again. Boy, there's a lot of these hop on, hop off guys with signs. Scientology is a cult. Scientology is a family destroying cult. Child trafficking cult. The guy at the coffee might be going to Scientology. Sometimes you just totally can't tell. Scientology destroys families. Just out here to pass out the word. Thank you, man. You have a good weekend. You get a lot of the over the shoulder, not on camera, thumbs up, and we agrees. Behind the scenes stuff here that you guys can't see, but some people appreciate it more than what I have on camera. Yeah, I definitely get more foot traffic on a Saturday than a Sunday I'm seeing, but I thought I would just give this a shot. The guy was looking at the sign. I thought he might go in. Scientology is a family destroying cult, guys. It's right here. This is where they destroy families. Have a good weekend. Scientology destroys families. It's a cult. They're just here to take your money. They have different ways to do it. Sell you books, courses, auditing. They get your information and they'll never leave you alone. Scientology is a human trafficking cult. You know, I guess I'm gonna set you down for a second. The wind is like killing my hands. I'm just gonna put on gloves. Sorry. Hopefully, well, I know that didn't work. I was trying to have you guys see something decent. I'm gonna stick it here. Will that work? Sorry. Oh, sorry about that. I dropped the phone. Everyone, sorry about all that. Gosh. Yeah, I just want to put my gloves on, but I got to set this thing down, but I want you to see something. Frustrating. I think what I might need to do too is just switch off the Gimbal stick. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. I don't think I'm going to have anything. I don't think I can set this down in a way where you can see anything, so I'm sorry about this. Sorry about this. I'm struggling to get this thing to do what I want it to do. There we go. Thank you. Man, I swear, I have the worst luck with this stuff. Yeah, thanks, Scooter Mom. Did you warn them? Shit. Trying to get this thing to turn on right. Damn it. What do other people do to switch from one gimbal stick to another? Alright. This is the Osmo 6. This works pretty well, but the battery doesn't last that long. Windy City uses the Osmo 6. He doesn't seem to have any problems, but it doesn't seem like he needs to switch over to another gimbal stick. Oh, you forgot the warning. Oh man, I'm so sorry for everyone. That's my fault though, not Scooter Mom's fault. So that's one of the things I have to figure out how to do is get a different way of doing these longer live streams. I don't have a steady enough hand to be able to just hold the phone. So that kind of sucks for me. Hey man, if you contact the Aftermath Foundation to help you leave Scientology. Yeah, I haven't seen a change gimbal sticks either. That's what I mean. Like, for some reason, his Osmo 6 just lasts as long as he needs it to, but mine does not. And the other thing I noticed too is sometimes it just turns itself on. So like, I think it's fully charged, but by the time I go to use it, it's not because it turned itself on and used some of its battery just sitting there. So this is the Osmo 3, and once I get it going, it's all right. Sorry about that. Hey Danny, welcome in. Scientology is a human trafficking cult that destroys families. It separates adults from their children. Scientology views children as adults in small bodies, so they move children to other cities to work 100 hours a week. Human trafficking suits in Florida versus Scientology are still going. The Baxter and Paris cases. Yeah, I've got gimbal thetans, computer thetans. Technology just never works well for me. I'm always struggling. Even at work too, I need people to help me do stuff. It's embarrassing. Scientology is a human trafficking cult. They destroy families. It's a real shame. They separate children from their parents. They make the children work in other cities. They make children sign billion-year contracts. They're not enforceable, but children don't know that. Scientology is a cult, a human trafficking cult. Scientology is a cult. Sometimes I can tell, New Yorker. Desert dog, sometimes I can tell. Some like the really tough New Yorkers, they tend to not like Scientology. But we're here for everyone. Scientology is a cult, child trafficking cult. Scientology separates children from the parents. Grifter cult right here. Scientology take all your money, separate you from your parents, disconnect you from your family, your friends. They'll ruin your life. This is where you go to ruin your life, right here, Scientology. There's 2 human trafficking cases versus Scientology in Florida right now. The courts are letting those cases go forward. Scientology's a cult, man. Don't give them your real name. I don't know if you can hear that wind, but yeah, when it hits your hand, it's like brutal. So that's why I had to switch over to my gloves, so I can hold my sign and look at the stick. Scientology's a cult. Scientology's a cult, man. Well, I think that guy's hat says Notre Dame, but at first I read it, I was like, is this a fair game? Scientology's a cult. It's a human trafficking cult right here. You gotta be really careful. They'll destroy your life in 10 seconds. Make you sign a $1 billion contract. It's a real shame. She looked like she was gonna go over to Scientology. Scientology's a cult. Time to shut down Scientology. It's a grifter cult. Take all your money, destroy your life, separate you from your family and friends. Time to pack it up, Scientology. Time to revoke the tax exemption. You guys pay all the taxes. They don't pay any taxes here. You're paying for this building. Can you believe this big building in Manhattan is tax-free? It's a tax-free grifter cult right here. Scientology is a cult. Time to revoke the tax exemption for the grifter cult. This is what Leah Remini was talking about, the actress on King of Queens. This cult will destroy your family, destroy families, take your money, make your life hell. Scientology is a cult. Time to revoke the tax exemption. Scientology destroys families, man. It's right here. Scientology destroys families. Have a good weekend. I don't know what she said. Scientology is a cult. It's right here. So he works at a hotel? Ramini. Did this pronounce it wrong? Ramini. I normally don't try to talk about her too much. Scientology is a cult. Right here, they destroy families, engage in child trafficking. Ramini. Am I saying it right now? Ramini. Ramini. Scientology is a cult. Scientology destroys families, man. It's totally uncool what they do here. They separate adults from their children. They make the children work in other cities, sometimes up to 100 hours a week. Ramini. Scientology is a cult. Tax-free cult right here. They separate adults from their children, make the children work in other cities for 100 hours a week sometimes. Ramini. Yes. Scientology is a cult, man. This is where they destroy families, they separate adults from their children. You know all about it, though. Got a basketball team. I hope you guys aren't planning on joining Scientology. Scientology is a cult. It's a grifter cult here to take all your money.
What's the meaning behind that?
Yeah, they separate adults from their children. They view children as like adults in small bodies, and they'll make the children move to another city away from their parents. And the children sometimes have to work 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week.
Really?
Yeah, there's 2 human trafficking cases versus Scientology in Florida right now. One's the Baxter case, careful, and one's the Paris case. And these are...
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I agree. It's weird being the... I'm 6'1", it's weird being the shortest guy. Scientology destroys families. Child trafficking cult right here. Scientology's cult. Destroy families here. I don't know, just tell those guys where? Scientology's a cult. Maybe it could be the other guard. Scientology's a call to destroy families here. Separate adults from their children. It's a real shame. Oh, that's right. You're Scooter Mom. You're a big basketball fan. Do you root for the Leafs also, the Maple Leafs, or do you just root for the basketball team? Scientology's a call. They destroy families here. Time to revoke the tax exemption because of all the illegal activity. Yeah, I think that's what they call it. I just call it the other guard. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult right here. If you want to destroy your family, this is where you can go and do it. Oh, Rangers, man. Scientology's a cult. Family destroying cult right here. You won't see Tom Cruise in here. Just families go here to get their lives destroyed. Scientology destroys families, separate the adults from the children, and make the children work in other cities under terrible conditions. Oh shoot. Well, that sucks. I didn't, I never saw anyone go, oh man. That's a travesty right there. Scientology's a call, man.
I like the sign.
Thank you.
Fuck Scientology.
Yeah, you got
Fuck
it.
yeah.
You got it. You have a good weekend, guys. Well, they came right about the right time, I guess. I was feeling pretty bad about those people walking in. Scientology's a cult. Destroy families here. Total shame. Time to revoke the tax exemption. Got the door moving. Family destroying cult right here. Hey man, you should contact the Aftermath Foundation. They can help you leave Scientology. It's all former Scientologists and former Sea Org. They know exactly how hard it is to leave Scientology. You don't have to just take the word of a protester outside. Scientology's a cult. Family destroying cult. Scientology's a cult, man. Child trafficking cult right here. Scientology's a cult. Scientology's a cult. Time to revoke the tax exemption for Scientology. Make them pay their fair share. Yeah, Helgier. Welcome in. It's it's clear and pleasant. There's no rain or anything like that, but it's a bit chilly, so I've got my glove tech on. I got a kind of a warm jacket on too. There's no rain or anything like that. Try to take advantage of these days. I don't know how many we have left. Yeah, it's not that it's that cold, but the wind when it hits, like, cause I'm holding up this sign, and so when the wind hits like your sort of your knuckles, it's a little bit bitter, and holding the gimbal stick too. So you had to put the gloves on. But if I was just walking around, I wouldn't. So you'll see a lot of people walking down the street here, they don't have gloves. Scientology's a cult. Scientology's a cult. Yeah, man, this is a child trafficking call right here. Really bad news. Really bad news. Yeah, thank you. You have a good weekend. He knew all about it. It's like, oh, it's old news. But it's still an ongoing crime scene. People are still getting hurt. It's a child trafficking call right here to destroy his family. It's time to revoke the tax exemption. You guys are getting royally screwed. You pay all these taxes. They don't pay any taxes on this building. Can you believe it? They don't pay any income taxes, no property taxes. They go out and commit crimes. Scientology's a cult, bro. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for letting me know, Scooter Mom. I really, really appreciate your help. Thank you, man. You have a good weekend. Thanks. You really helped me out. I really appreciate it. You guys can sub to the smaller channels. Don't forget Scooter Mom. She does a Scooter report. It's a lot of fun. It's a good way to see what all the smaller channels are doing. Yeah, they avoid almost all taxes, except for some reason in New Haven they're starting to pay property taxes there. So hopefully we can get property tax assessors around the country to follow New Haven's model. I mean, I'm sure they would love to have the cash. Scientology's a cult. Yeah, when I was working in the Midwest, there was a couple of 501c3 organizations that I worked on those cases. One of them got to keep its property tax exemption and one lost. So if you're not doing everything you need to do, usually, to have a property tax exemption, you need 501c3 plus you need to actually be doing other things like using the property in a tax exempt way. So it's a little harder, and I think there's some opportunities to attack the tax exemption for property taxes anyway, kind of a local level. So you might get, because it's a local level, you might get a lot of different kinds of results. But the New Haven assessor, Alex Pullen, was successful this time in getting Scientology to pay up on the property taxes. That's good. Scientology is a cult, guys. Child trafficking cult. They view children as adults in small bodies, and they make the children work in other cities, separated from their families. It's a total shame.
I've watched programs on it. Terrible.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, man. You have a good weekend. Enjoy your stay in New York. Okay, we gotta get this lady. Contact the Aftermath Foundation. They can help you leave. It's all ex-Org and ex-Scientologists. They can help you leave Scientology. They know how hard it is. I kind of blew that one, didn't I?
Sure.
Keep trying. I went to the casino in Battle Creek. I didn't know they had Scientology there. I think it's called like the Firekeepers Casino or something like that. Scientology's cult. Child trafficking cult here. They separate the children from their parents. They make the children work 100 hours a week sometimes in another city. They view children as adults in small bodies. There's 2 child trafficking cases versus Scientology in Florida in the Middle District. Scientologists having for lunch?
You ever heard of that?
Spockade Scientol. That's a cool name. Fuck 'em in. Scientology's cult. Scientology's a child trafficking cult. It's time to get them out of town. Revoke the tax exemption for Scientology. Get them out of here. New York doesn't need any child trafficking cults. We're Times Square, New York. Scientology's a cult. Scientology's a cult. Child trafficking cult. They separate children from their parents here, move them to other cities, make them work long hours. They get away with it because they call themselves a religion. It's nothing more than a child trafficking cult right here. Yeah, it's super cool. If Scientology wasn't here, it'd be really cool. Yeah, we went to, at the beginning of the stream, we went to see the Christmas tree in Rockefeller Center. And then we went to see the CLO base, which really was kind of underwhelming. There was just like one guy at the desk, nasty old man. Scientology's a call, man. Then we walked through Times Square then to get here. So yeah, there's some cool stuff to, you know, kind of walk by. How you doing? Looks like you're musically inclined. Have a good show. Thanks, Mark. Please consider subscribing. Small channels like mine need subscribers in a big way. Check out spdv.space. So you've got a lot of small channels to choose from. Oh, thanks, Mark. Awesome. Really appreciate that. It's so hard to get to 1,000. I'm at 600 something, I think. Scientology is a cult. They destroy families, man. Total shame what they do here. We need to revoke the tax exemption, get them out of town. Scientology is a cult, guys. Family breaking up cult. Child trafficking cult right here. Family breaking up cult, what am I saying? Scientology is really, really bad cult right here. They destroy families, separate the parents from their children. It's really awful. Scientology is a cult. Cult right here. If you want to destroy your life, you go to Scientology. It'll do it for you. Theological Church of Scientology. Cult of Scientology, I should say. It's a cult right here. Family destroying cult. Scientology is a cult, man. Scientologist cult. Time to shut it down. Yeah, the wind's blowing my camera all over the place. Wow. Well, there used to be a trash can, but I guess when the pizza place is closed, they don't have that. Scientologist cult, family destroying cult right here. They separate parents from their children. Town revoked the tax exemption for Scientology. They don't pay any taxes on this building. They don't pay any income taxes. It's a real shame. You guys pay all the taxes for them, and they go out and traffic children. Oh, okay. Thanks, Scooter Mom, for letting me know. I will check it out. I have to wait till I end the stream. Child trafficking cult right here. They traffic children at Scientology. They make children sign billion-year contracts. Can you believe it? Billion-year contracts. Scientology is a cult. Scientology destroys families. They break up families and move children to other cities away from their parents. It's really scary. They call themselves a religion, so they get away with it. Scientology is a child trafficking cult. Cult right here. Destroy families here. Well, William, sometimes, you know, we get more people to stop and talk, and some people don't. Sometimes. We did have like a whole basketball team stop and talk to me. No, it just, if you look at my other live streams and videos, you'll see that we get a lot of people to stop and talk. But right now, it's bitter cold with the wind. It makes it a lot harder. Scientologist cult, man. Yeah, I mean, we've had people walking into Scientology in the building, and then we pulled them out. You know, we've had some really good successes, but that doesn't mean every single person's going to talk to me, especially when it's starting to get cold. Scientology is a cult. You know about that? Okay, thank you. You have a good weekend, man. So she wasn't talking to me, but she was like, "Yeah, I understand." She was shaking her head up and down. She knew. Some people don't want to be on camera. I guess some people that walk around me and then from behind, they'll say, "Yeah, man, thanks for doing this." Yeah, thanks, Scooter Mom. That was a great one. Yeah, there was the Italian lady. Really. She was going to be in real trouble if she walked in there. Scientology is a cult, man. This is where you are, the cult of Scientology. The child trafficking cult right here, if you're trying to figure out where you are. This is West 46th Street, 227. Scientology is a cult, man. Child trafficking cult. How you doing? You know about Scientology? Right here. It's a cult. It's a child trafficking cult. You gotta be careful when you go by. Have a nice weekend, man. She at least paid attention. She didn't talk to me, but she paid attention. So I'll take that as a plus. Scientology is a cult. Scientology is a child trafficking cult. They destroy families right here. They separate children from their parents. They make the children sign billion-year contracts here. Can you believe it? Billion-year contracts. They're not enforceable, but kids don't know that. Time to shut it down, shut down the cult, revoke the tax exemption. Scientology is taking your money to run a child trafficking cult. Scientology is a cult. Break up families. It's a total disgrace what they do here. Scientology is a cult, total cult. It's time to revoke the tax exemption for Scientology. They break up families, make children work in other cities away from their parents. Scientology is a cult. Sir, can you give your family a call this weekend? Check out the Aftermath Foundation, aftermathfoundation.org, to help you leave Scientology. It's not like he was going to stop and talk to us, you know, but he keeps hearing me talk about this. I keep telling him to call his family, keep telling him about Aftermath Foundation. Eventually, you know, he might act on that, he might not. Take a shot, see if we can help him get out. It's going to take more than one try, because, you know, if you leave, then where do you go? Scientology is a cult. Destroy families here. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult right here. I must have missed something. What are we vouching for? Scientology is a cult. Love that coat. Makes a statement for sure. You have a good weekend. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try it, but antics no guarantee, okay?
Emily, what?
Alright, well, give it a shot, Antrix. See if that works. I gotta take my glove off to do that, but I think it worked. Yeah, it looks like there's a little wrench or something after your name. Scientology is a cult, man. Walking right by it. Child trafficking cult. I'm done. Scientology is a cult. It's time to revoke the tax exemption. It's a dangerous cult right here. They destroy families. Yeah, thank you. Have a good weekend. Oh, a ceiling fan. Hi, Scientology is a cult. Thank you, man. Have a good weekend. There we go. We got a thumbs up. Got a couple of nice people walking by. Scientology is a cult, guys. You know that? Child trafficking cult right here. Child trafficking cult. Thank you, sir. You have a good weekend. You got 3 thumbs up. Where's that William guy? Scientology es una secta, no es una iglesia. How you doing, sir? Scientology's a cult, man. They destroy families here. Scientology's a cult. You know about that? Right here. They destroy families. It's a real shame. How you doing? Scientology's a cult. They're right here. They destroy your family. They'll take all your money, send your kids to another city. They get away with it because they call it a religion. Scientology's a cult, guys. Whoa. Bird's crazy.
I've been smiling at all the time.
Some of these pigeons are so brave.
This whole time. I know.
Okay, do your business, pigeon, on some Scientology building. Yeah, if I try to install a ceiling fan, I would get electrocuted. I'm really sure of that. Scientology's a cult. They destroy families here, separate children from their parents, and send the children to other cities, make them sign billion-year contracts. Did you know that? Billion-year contract is totally ridiculous. Scientology's a cult. Destroy families here. Hey Tiff, welcome in. This is Times Square Org for the cult of Scientology. It's a clear day, but it's cold and there's wind and we're persevering. Scientology's a cult, family destroying cult, and traffic children here. Time to shut it down, revoke the tax exemption. You guys pay all the taxes, they don't pay any taxes here at all. It's a real shame. Scientology's a cult, man. He did look back. Scientology destroys families here. Split up the children from their parents. They make children sign billion-year contracts here. Make them work 80-hour weeks. There's 2 child trafficking lawsuits versus Scientology in Florida right now. The courts are letting those cases go forward. The Baxter and Paris cases. It is windy, and when the wind hits you, it is chilly. Not gonna lie. Scientology is a cult. I'm standing next to like this pizza shop here. Has this like little, I don't know, like little sort of, I wouldn't call it a tent. You know, it's made out of wood. I'm standing behind this to try to block some of the wind, but still getting hit with some of it too. It seems like there's a lot of wind that just comes through these, you know, in between the buildings down the street. That's what I've been noticing along here. Scientology is a cult. They destroy families here. Separate children from their parents, make them sign billion-year contracts. Yeah, this is the hidey hole for the pizza joint. I really do like the pizza at this place, but I don't want to go in there. Well, it's closed today anyway, but you'll have some Sea Orgs walk in next to you or stand behind you, block the door. It could be really bad. Scientology is a cult, man. Good thing you decided to turn around and break up families here, destroy lives. Scientology is destroying cult here. They destroy lives, they destroy families. Time to revoke the tax exemption here at Scientology. Don't go in there. Don't give them your real name. They'll hound you forever. What are you gonna do? How you doing, sir? Looking sharp. Looking sharp. Protesting Scientology today. You know, for guys like 90 years old, he's looking good. Scientology's a cult, man. Yeah, the pizza, Antics, I don't know if you're asking me, but yeah, the pizza place here is closed. But I'm sure there's a couple others that are open. Like down on, you go past, I think it's 5th Avenue or Avenue of the Americas. There's a couple pizza joints on this side of the road. I went to one of them last time after I ended the stream. The New York style pizza tasted good. It was a little greasy though. Whereas the one here next to the Scientology building, it's not greasy. It tastes great, but you know the problem is it's next door to Scientology. Scientology is a cult. They break up families here, destroy lives. It's a real shame. They make children sign billion-year contracts. Can you believe it? It's totally shocking. Scientology is a cult, man. Right here, they destroy families. They make children sign billion-year contracts, make them work 80-hour weeks. There's 2 child trafficking lawsuits versus Scientology right now in the Middle District of Florida. Those cases are going forward because there's enough evidence. Well, I don't know everything about Ashton Kutcher, but didn't he support Danny Masterson? Scientology is a cult, man. Scientology is a cult. They break up families here. When you get home, check out Danny Masterson. That's the 70s actor, that 70s show. He's in prison for 30 years. 30 years to life for raping women at Scientology. He's still a member in good standing. Scientology destroys families, they destroy lives. It's time to revoke the tax exemption here at Scientology. Get him out of town. Yeah, his rapist friend. That's unfortunately very sad and very true. I have no idea what the gentleman just said. Scientology is a human trafficking cult. They traffic children, take them away from parents, make the children work 80 hours a week or more. Make children sign billion-year contracts to work for Scientology. Oh, I didn't see that guy. He's barely taller than the sign. Kind of slipped right in there. Darn it. Scientology's a cult, man. Google Danny Masterson when you get home. It's that actor from the 70s show. You know about it, right? Yeah, thank you, man. You have a good weekend. Una secta, no es una iglesia. It's a cult. Thank you, man. You have a good weekend. So we got some supporters here. People who know the facts. Time to pack it up, Scientology. Get out of town. You can bring a good show in here. Scientology is a cult. Traffic children here. They make children sign billion-year contracts to work for Scientology. You can look that up on Google. Scientology is a cult, man. Child trafficking cult right here. Scientology is a cult. They destroy families here at Scientology. They separate children from their mothers. It's really awful. You guys want to walk over to Times Square and see if there's anything going on there, like recruiting? Otherwise, we'll stay here for a little bit more. But it is cold out here. Not gonna lie. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult right here. They make children sign billion-year contracts. Work 80 hours a week. Can you believe it? It's a total shame. Yeah, you got it, sir. Thank you. You have a good weekend. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult. Right here. This is where they ruin lives, separate children from their parents. Child trafficking cult. Time to revoke the tax exemption for Scientology. It's just a child trafficking cult, a criminal organization, traffics children, make children work 80-hour weeks, force women to have abortions here. There's two child trafficking cults. Two child trafficking cases versus this cult in Florida. The Baxter case and the Paris case, Middle District of Florida. Yeah, it's the worst show on Broadway. They ruin lives here in real life. It's a child trafficking cult. There's two child trafficking cases versus Scientology in the Middle District of Florida right now. There's enough evidence for those cases to go forward. It starts off with a free film or a personality test. Eventually they'll want you to buy these books, take counseling, take classes, and they'll never let you go. It's a real shame. Yeah, man, it's totally fucked up. You have a good weekend. Enjoy your stay in New York. All right, we're doing a little bit of good here, aren't we? Right?
So they figured there, and then Andy's involved. Right. So they figured this logo and stuff.
Thank you, Antics. Scientology is a cult, child trafficking cult. They force women to have abortions here. They make children sign billion-year contracts, and they get away with it because they call it a religion. Something's totally wrong with this picture. Yeah. Try to fill in some of the blanks before they go in and ruin their lives. Yeah, for some people, you know, we need to say it again and again. Scientology's a cult, man. Child trafficking cult.
Are you the guy from TikTok Live?
What's that?
Are you the guy from TikTok Live?
I'm from YouTube. Yeah, I don't have a TikTok channel, but there's other people that do it too.
Yeah, I have seen one from TikTok.
Yeah, I here in New York.
No, I'm just visiting.
Oh no, the guy you saw was at the New York one. A lot of people do it in other
he's
cities.
From, Hollywood, I think.
Okay, yeah. There's a bunch of people in California. I do it in New York, but yeah, it's a call. It's just really nasty what they do to children and make them sign billion-year contracts. So we're trying to stop it, but the best way to do it is online, you know. So yeah, I do it on YouTube, but some people do it on TikTok too.
Yeah, what do they even do? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, they make a lot of money, you know. Slave labor is profitable if you're on top of the pyramid, but they ruin lives, you know. They view children as adults in small bodies, like they're really just tiny, short adults. And they make children work 80 hours a week, 100 hours a week. There's 2 lawsuits in Florida right now against Scientology. People who were children, they were forced to sign, it's gonna sound crazy, you have to look it up later on Google, billion-year contracts. They're forced to sign billion-year contracts to work for Scientology for 1 billion years. They don't know they can leave, but when they're told that as children, it locks them in mentally, and they can never leave. You know, billion-year contracts, yeah, you could.
Like the whole thing, is there proof for that?
Well, so those cases, the 2 child trafficking cases there's enough evidence for those cases to go forward. You know, Scientology tried to get rid of them, saying, "Oh no, it's bullshit."
Yeah.
But the court found there's enough evidence, so it's up to a jury to decide. But the fact is, there's enough evidence for that. There's another protester. Her name is Laura FM. Laura Anderson is her real name. She was forced to sign a billion-year contract at the age of 6, at the age of 8, and the age of 13. And then she eventually left, but her dad's still in Scientology. And they had this policy of disconnection, so she can't talk to her father. The father can't talk to her. That's really sad.
Yeah.
So they break up families and they ruin children's lives, and that's what we're protesting against.
I see.
Yeah, all we can do is just kind of give you some information. You have to check it out on your own on Google.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah, thank you, man. You have a good weekend. So there was someone who was willing to talk to us for a little while, off camera. Yeah, so like some of the Sea Orgs here have like the little military chevron, you know, the military rank on their collars. And I got a good photo of one of them. I put it on my community page, and MD Media put it on Face of Scientology. So yeah, some of them, you see, they've got the military rank. I mean, what kind of religion has military ranks? Come on. You guys see what's happening, right? Are you guys following this? I'm freezing, but I might have to just say hello to some people here. Yeah, fake Navy. They used to have like Navy style uniforms, and they were kind of forced to get rid of them. It was like fake valor, right? I'm shaking so bad that the camera's probably shaking too. I'm sorry. It's so cold out here. If you contact the Aftermath Foundation, they can help you leave Scientology. The aftermathfoundation.org. It's all ex-Scientologists. They know how hard it is to leave Scientology. They can help you. It's called the Aftermath Foundation. Check it out. We're down to 20% on the phone, so we're gonna not be on much longer, but you can see what's happening with this line, right? For Death Becomes Her, stretching down the sidewalk. Oh yeah, that was really weird, Colin. Yeah, no, there was a Chinese police station here. At least that's what I read. Didn't see it personally. Yep, got it. So I think I see the purple sign up there. That's for Death Becomes Her. You got all these people. Scientology is a cult. This is Scientology right here. Did you guys hear about Danny Masterson? He's in prison for 30 years for raping women in Scientology. Danny Masterson raped women at Scientology. They wouldn't let the women come forward. He's still a Scientologist in good standing now, even after being convicted of raping women at Scientology. It's the total cult right here. They traffic children, make them sign billion-year contracts. Google Lisa McPherson when you get home. Enjoy the show for now. Doing community outreach. We haven't seen the crowd come out across the street here for Hamilton. Yeah, they got the line moving a lot faster than it was last time, so they're not going to stretch out all the way down here. Damn it! You just see that? I thought those ladies were going to go and see the show, and they said they went to the worst show on Broadway right here. Scientology is a cult, a child trafficking cult. To separate children from their parents, make the children work 80 hours a week or more. Death Becomes Her. They hold about 2,000 people in that theater. Scientology's cult, child trafficking cult. Scientology is a child trafficking cult. Scientology is the worst show on Broadway. You guys are going to a good one. Yeah. Don't waste your time with Scientology. Go see a good show like Death Becomes Her.
You got it.
That's right.
You got it.
Scientology traffics children. They make children sign billion-year contracts. Can you believe it? But children don't know it's unenforceable. Doing a good job directing traffic, man. It's a child trafficking cult. Scientology is a cult. Time to revoke the tax exemption for Scientology. Scientology is a cult. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult right here. They make children sign billion-year contracts.
For Death Becomes Her, this is the end of the line. Death Becomes Her right here.
Go Saints. Do that, man. Do that.
Death Becomes Her.
3 weeks in a row, we won't lose a game. Well, I hope so. Oh, not happening, huh? You can't count on the Giants for anything this year except to lose. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult. You guys know about that? Google Danny Masterson when you get home. Danny Masterson's in prison for 30 years for raping women at Scientology. Can you believe it? He's still a good member of good standing in Scientology. Thank you, Carmen. Trying my best. Standing next to this. This is a lady from Death Becomes Her. We're on like almost zero for the phone. It's a cult right here. Thank you, sir. You have a good day. Enjoy your show. Enjoy the real show. Thank you, man. Scientology is a bad cult. This is the worst show right here. Scientology is the worst show on Broadway. You guys are going to a good one. Scientology is a cult, man. Scientology traffics children. Time to revoke the tax exemption. Enjoy your time with your family. Go see a good show. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult right here. Destroys families. They make children sign billion-year contracts. They view children as adults in just small bodies. They make them do all kinds of adult labor. They get away with it because they call themselves a religion. Child trafficking cult right here. Good thing you're not going to Scientology. It's the worst show in town. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult.
When Death Becomes Her, this is the end of the line. Thank you.
Scientology is a cult, guys. Child trafficking cult. They separate adults from their children here. There's 2 child trafficking lawsuits versus Scientology right now in the Middle District of Florida. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult right here. If you're looking to destroy your life, you can go to Scientology instead. Go ahead. Scientology is a cult. Thank you, man. Are you going to go see the show here? No, okay. Well, you have a good day anyway. Scientology is a cult. You guys know about Scientology? It's a child trafficking cult. Child trafficking cult right here. Scientology. They separate children from their parents. It's awful, isn't it?
I saw the TV shows with the Iranian.
Oh, they're reading. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, it's all true, unfortunately. You have a good show. Enjoy your time here in New York. Child trafficking cult right here. Scientology is a child trafficking cult. They separate children from their parents. They make the children work adult hours, take adult jobs. Some children work on a factory farm for Scientology. It's a total shame. It's time to revoke the tax exemption for Scientology. Scientology is a cult, guys. Enjoy your show. This is the worst show on Broadway, Scientology.
Excuse me.
By that test, huh? Scientology is a cult, man. Scientology is a child trafficking cult right here. Scientology traffics children. You guys know that? They make children work adult hours, separate them from their families, move them to different cities. Child trafficking cult right here. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult. You guys know about Scientology? Google Danny Masterson. He's the actor from that 70s show. He's doing prison right now, 30 years in prison for raping women at Scientology. He's still a member in good standing in Scientology. Can you believe it? It's a child trafficking cult right here. Scientology is a cult. Time to revoke the tax exemption for this criminal organization. They don't pay any taxes for this building. Can you believe it? Guys, enjoy your show, but just know that you pay all the taxes for this building here. Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't too concerned about us, was he? My name is Manning A. This is the Manning A channel on YouTube, protesting Scientology. It's a child trafficking cult. They destroy families. Thank you, sir. You have a good... Thank you. Enjoy your show. Enjoy your stay in New York. This is the Manning A channel on YouTube. Go home, give it a like, subscribe. We protest Scientology here. Scientology is a child trafficking cult. Time to revoke the tax exemption to Scientology. Can you believe they traffic children? It's actually true. Make it on through. Scientology, a child trafficking cult. This is the worst show on Broadway. People's lives get ruined here. Enjoy the good show. This is the bad one. Scientology makes children work long hours. You got my sign? All right. You're welcome, sir. Enjoy your stay in New York. Oh, you do? Okay, well, have a good weekend. Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult.
That's sad.
That's how you started our
Child trafficking cult. You guys know about Scientology? It's a child trafficking cult. They make children work long hours. They have a factory farm. They make children work. There's 2 child trafficking lawsuits versus Scientology right now in Florida. Both cases are going forward because there's enough evidence for that. Danny Masterson raped women in Scientology. Is doing 30 years in prison. That's right, that 70s show actor, Danny Masterson, prison for 30 years. And is still a Scientologist in good standing. Can you believe it? Scientology is a cult, child trafficking cult. How you doing? You know about Scientology? It's a child trafficking cult here. We're just protesting Scientology. You enjoy the good show. This is the worst show on Broadway. I'm Manning 8. This is the Manning 8 channel on YouTube. Protesting Scientology. You guys see the Leah Remini special? She was talking about Scientology. Scientology is a cult, money-grabbing cult. They ruin lives, separate children from their parents. Total tragedy. Scientology killed Whitney Mills. Her state is suing Scientology right now.
I know that's right.
She had this thing, you got it. She had the same doctor as Lisa McPherson. Yeah, you got it. You got the facts, ma'am. You have a good weekend. See, she knows. Scientology is a cult, child trafficking cult. Can you believe it? And they operate out here in the open. They call themselves a religion. That's how they get away with it. Time to revoke the tax exemption for Scientology. You guys pay all the taxes. It's totally unfair. They don't pay any taxes on this building. What do you think a building with the taxes should be on a building in Manhattan? They pay nothing. They pay no income taxes, no property taxes. You guys pay taxes on top of taxes. And you do it for them so they can traffic children. I can't even see it. I'm probably missing all kinds of comments. Scientology covered up Danny Masterson's crimes. Danny Masterson's a Scientologist. He raped 2 women here. He's in prison for 30 years. You can Google that. 30 years to life for Danny Masterson. He's still in good standing in Scientology.
Oh my God, I had a blast.
Scientology is a cult. Child trafficking cult right here. Wow, we just have so many people here. Yeah, the battery's like down to almost nothing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head on down to Times Square. We'll see if there's anything going on there, but then I gotta probably check out. Scientology is a cult. It's right here. So we'll see what we got here. Wow, there's such a crowd here.
Okay.
Yeah, I hit the 20% mark quite a while ago, I think, so the battery won't last much longer, that's for sure. I have the better charger, but I couldn't use it with this gimbal stick. I could only use it with the other one, really.
Ready to be scanned. Tickets out. Ready to be scanned. Have your bags open. Ready to be scanned. Get ahead of these.
I wonder what they're. I mean, are they just looking for weapons? I wonder what they're checking in bags. What they're looking for. Alright, so here we are. Square.
Comedy show, guys. Comedy show.
Okay, so now I'm down to 10%. Yeah, I think I'm gonna probably just make it to well, you want to see what's over there? Alright, I didn't get hit by cars, so that's good. Just see if there's any recruiting or anything going on over here. I really don't see anything.
It's a free demo in Boston. Batman Bad, demo.
Well, if nothing else, it's kind of a fun way to end the show. I just kind of tossed my sign out there. Guess that's a King Kong. Batman looks a little bit underwhelming. Yeah, thank you, Scooter Mom, for mentioning it. Everyone, if you don't mind, just subscribing. Subscribe to Scooter Mom too, and all the other small channels if you can. You know, it doesn't really cost anything, and it really helps out with the channel. I don't see any recruiting, so I think we could probably end this stream here in a minute. I'm gonna go back down to East 46 though, because they have, you know, they have some restaurants that I've seen. I'm just gonna maybe grab a slice of pizza at that one place I went to last time. I'm not sure if there's anyone anywhere we can send you. We do a room raid. I don't know who's streaming right now. SPTV.space obviously will show up, show a lot of channels, but is there a small channel that we can send people? Yeah, okay, so Danny's he was in here at one point, so that would be a good one. He's obviously a pretty solid streamer, so yeah, if you guys want to go to Danny's channel, I really appreciate everyone who hung out with me today. Appreciate everyone who gives me a like and a subscribe. Love the community. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.